Mike Tyson, a name synonymous with fear, power, and dominance in the boxing world. For years, he seemed unstoppable, sending his opponents to the canvas in mere seconds. With an incredible record of 50 victories, 44 of them by knockout, Tyson built a legacy as one of the most feared fighters in history. But even the greatest of all time have faced moments of defeat. In this video, we're diving deep into the 6 fights where Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, tasted defeat. Each loss tells its own story, some shocking, some heartbreaking, but all significant. Stick around as we break down each fight, date by date, and see how Iron Mike fell and why. Fight 1, February 11, 1990 against Buster Douglas. Tokyo, Japan. It's the fight that no one saw coming, a night that shocked the entire sports world. Mike Tyson entered the ring undefeated, with a terrifying 37-0 record. On the other side was James Buster Douglas, a 42-1 underdog. People didn't even believe this fight would be competitive, but what unfolded was one of the greatest upsets in sports history. From the very beginning, Tyson seemed off. Some say it was his personal life distractions, others point to his lack of proper training. Regardless of the reason, Douglas dominated. He used his long reach to keep Tyson at bay, and as the rounds went on, the crowd began to sense that something special was happening. By the 8th round, Tyson knocked Douglas down with a powerful uppercut, but Douglas got back up, and that was a turning point. In the 10th round, Douglas unleashed a combination that sent Tyson sprawling to the canvas for the first time in his career. Tyson, dazed, struggled to put his mouthpiece back in, but it was too late. The referee counted to 10. Mike Tyson had lost his first ever fight, and a new name, Buster Douglas, was etched in boxing history.
I watched you on HBO 1,000 times putting belts on guys or interviewing guys, and I said one day it's going to be me. One day it's going to be me, and thank God that it was me today.
You hit him with some fearsome punches.
I hit him with some great shots
early, and he didn't go.
That's great. That's great because you understand, like my dad said, you hit him with shots, let him take it. Like, oh, okay, you want to take a shot? Yeah, be a tough guy. Just keep chopping on him. Just keep chopping on him.
Fight 2, November 9, 1996, against Evander Holyfield. Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's rewind just a bit. Before the bite fight, Tyson had his first encounter with Evander Holyfield. At this point, Tyson was fresh out of prison and on a mission to reclaim his dominance. Many believe that Holyfield, a former heavyweight champion, was past his prime, especially after suffering from health issues. But boy, were they wrong. From the first bell, Holyfield showed he wasn't there to roll over. He stood toe-to-toe with Tyson, absorbing his punches and fighting back with calculated combinations. Tyson, for one of the first times, looked confused. He wasn't able to land clean shots, and Holyfield's resilience wore him down. By the 11th round, Tyson was running on empty, and Holyfield capitalized. A barrage of punches left Tyson defenseless, and the referee had no choice but to stop the fight. Holyfield had pulled off the upset, becoming the second man to ever defeat Iron Mike. Fight 3, June 28, 1997, against Evander Holyfield. Las Vegas, Nevada. Next, we move to one of the most infamous moments not just in Tyson's career, but in all of boxing. Because this is the bite fight. The first time they met, Holyfield had beaten Tyson the previous year in November 1996. And that was shocking enough. But this rematch was supposed to be Tyson's redemption. The first few rounds were brutal. Tyson was clearly frustrated, unable to land his signature power punches. Holyfield, once again, outboxed him and used clinches to keep Tyson from getting inside. That's when it happened. Round 3. Tyson, in a moment of desperation, bit down on Holyfield's right ear, ripping off a piece. Holyfield jumped back in shock and pain. The referee temporarily stopped the fight, but Tyson wasn't done. When the action resumed, he bit Holyfield's other ear. The crowd was stunned, and the world watched in disbelief. The fight was called off. Tyson was disqualified, and Holyfield retained his title. That night, Tyson didn't just lose a fight. He lost a lot of respect from the boxing community and fans alike.
He cannot be brought under control. It is just bedlam above us. People stepping on our table, trying to break into the clear. You can see, of course, what's going on in the ring.
Fight 4, June 8, 2002 against Lennox Lewis. Memphis, Tennessee. when Mike Tyson faced one of his toughest opponents yet, Lennox Lewis. Tyson was no longer in his prime, but his aura of invincibility still lingered. Lennox Lewis, on the other hand, was at the peak of his powers and had a plan to dismantle Tyson. He was 36, but unlike Tyson, Lewis had aged gracefully in the sport. He was methodical, disciplined, and fully prepared for this fight. From the start, Lewis used his reach advantage to perfection. His jab kept Tyson at a distance, and every time Tyson tried to close the gap, Lewis responded with brutal right hands. Tyson, who was usually the aggressor, found himself struggling to mount any significant offense. It was a one-sided beatdown. In the 8th round, Lewis landed a crushing right hook that dropped Tyson hard. Tyson attempted to get back up, but it was clear he was done. The referee counted him out, and Lennox Lewis walked away as the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Fight 5, July 30, 2004 against Danny Williams. Louisville, Kentucky. At 38, Mike Tyson faced British heavyweight Danny Williams. Tyson's career was already in decline, and fans wondered if he had one more win in him. Tyson started strong, showing glimpses of his old self with powerful shots. He had Williams in trouble early, but things quickly changed. By the 3rd round, Tyson's pace slowed, and Williams gained momentum. Then, during an exchange, Tyson injured his knee, visibly in pain. His movement became limited, and Williams took full advantage. In the 4th round, Williams unleashed a flurry of punches, knocking Tyson down. Unable to recover, Tyson was counted out, suffering his 5th professional loss. Tyson later revealed a torn knee ligament, but it was clear his reign at the top was over, marking the struggles of his later career. Fight 6, June 11, 2005 against Kevin McBride. Washington, D.C. The final chapter in Tyson's career comes on June 11, 2005 against Kevin McBride. By this point, Tyson was far from the fighter he once was. He was slower, less powerful, and seemed mentally checked out of the sport. Kevin McBride, a journeyman heavyweight, was seen as a stepping stone, but what happened that night showed that Tyson's time had truly come to an end. After 6 grueling rounds, Tyson refused to continue the fight. He sat in his corner, physically and mentally exhausted. McBride was awarded the victory by technical knockout. It wasn't the Mike Tyson anyone remembered from his prime years, but it was a symbolic end to an extraordinary career. Tyson would later admit that his heart just wasn't in it anymore. While his career is defined by his ferocious knockouts and unmatched dominance, these losses remind us that even the greatest have their tough moments. But what makes Tyson so legendary isn't just his victories. It's the way he bounced back, time after time, showing the heart of a true warrior. If you enjoyed this breakdown of Mike Tyson's career, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below with your favorite Tyson fight. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.